Fitness. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a healthy cooking video. We're heading into fall. It's been chilly, it's rainy today, it's in the 50s, the low 60s. It's kind of that time we start getting the crock pot back out together. And today we're going to make a super simple crock pot recipe. I'm going to walk you through. It's literally 7 ingredients. So really easy to do. We're going to do a pork roast in the crock pot. We're going to do it traditional style. We're going to have potatoes, we're going to have turnip, we're going to have carrots, but we're also going to add a couple of apples into here. What that's going to do is add a little bit of sweetness, and it's a really simple setup. So with this setup here, all you need is a, depending on the size of the family, we have a little over 2-pound pork roast. We have a package of McCormick's pork gravy. We're going to do a 1.5 cups of water in the crock pot. We've got 1 medium turnip. We've got 1/2 of a yellow onion we're going to cut up and put in there. We've got 1 bag of baby carrots, so a pound of baby carrots. We've got 3 medium apples, and we've got 5 medium potatoes. So really simply, all we're going to do is we're going to cube all of this up into 1/4-inch pieces. We're going to put it on the crock pot on low for 8 hours. We're going to add that seasoning mix with a 1.5 cups of water, and that is it. Now you have a couple of options when you do this. You can brown the roast if you decide you want to. In most instances, I do brown the roast, and I think I will today again. And browning the roast is really simple. Just a little bit of canola oil in a medium skillet. You're gonna brown it on all sides, and you're just gonna pop it right into the pan. You guys have seen me do all that before, so I'm not gonna show you what it's like to cut up the apples. Again, this isn't anything new for you. You've seen me do all versions of this, so I'm not gonna do that for you. But I will do is I will show you once the roast is browned, we'll get everything into the crock pot, and I'll show you how I layer it. I actually do tend to put the longer cooking vegetables on the bottom, so things like carrots and turnips on the bottom, and then the potatoes and the apples on top. And the nice with the sweetness of the apples, that flavor should go down into the pork as it's cooking. You get a little bit of those sugars that release, which is nice. And again, they're not going to cook as hard on the top, so you don't want them super soft. You still want a little bit of texture to the apples. You don't want them to completely fall apart. So we're going to skin the apples, skin the potatoes, right? So get all that cleared off. And then we're just going to add in everything else directly into the pot. So in just a minute or so, I'll show you what that looks like once it's in the pot. And then at 8 hours from now, once I'm done working, I will show you what the finished product looks like.
Alright guys, we've laid our base in the crock pot with our turnip and carrots with a 1.5 cups of water. Now what we're going to do is brown the pork roast, put that right on top, and then we'll cut up those potatoes, onions, and apples, and they'll go right on top of that. You put the top on, set it on low, 8 hours should be perfect. This is also the time when I'm getting ready to brown the pan, and I'm using a small pan. You don't need a really big pan. It'll go hot faster. And you're just trying to brown on all sides. You're not cooking it. This is also the time I'm going to season. So again, we're using black pepper and salt. So again, if you're going to season your roast, I recommend seasoning it as you brown it, and then going back in. If you need to add season later on, I usually check about 4 hours in, try to get an idea of how the flavor is, and then I'll add more salt and pepper as I need it. I don't want it to cook through the whole way with the salt and pepper within the crock pot, so I'll add that in later on. But again, good time to season, a little salt and pepper, fat side down, sear it really hard for a minute on each side, then it just goes right in the crock pot. We've cut up our apples, we're going to cut up our potatoes and our onion, those will go right in there. Our turnip and carrots are ready to go, so again, nice and easy, super simple. Again, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, it's 8:20. This will be ready around 4:30 tonight, and that's when we'll have dinner, which is perfect. I should just be finishing up my last call for work, so. Alright, everything's in there. We've got our potatoes rough cut. We've got our apples, our onions, our turnip and carrots are on the bottom. Our pork roast is browned and in the middle. So we'll put our lid on. We just set it for about 8.5 hours on low, so we are good to go. We will see this around 4:30 or 5 o'clock, and we'll let you know how it comes out. Alright, Mayhem Fitness, we cleaned out the crock pot. We put everything into our bowl here. We've got our turnips, our potatoes, our carrots, our apples got really soft, so they're very soft in here. I'm actually going to make a little gravy with a little bit of flour with the extra sauce I have left over here for like kind of a jus. But again, another delicious meal. So I did the math. 6 ounces of this pork is, on the green plan, is 5 points. Everything else is 0 points. So we added a couple of low calorie or low point croissants from Pillsbury, and so those are like 3 points each, so it's about an 8 or 9 point dinner. So really healthy, again, easy way to cook. Started at 8:30 this morning, it's 4:30 right now. We're good to go. Have this nice healthy meal. So as always, if you haven't done so far, please hit that like and subscribe button. We'll talk to everybody soon. Have an awesome day.